wins, obviously, within the C championships. I think Valdez is also making a strong case for being one of the best Lee Sins in the remaining in the tournament. But, you know, after seeing Len's Lee Sin during the play-ins, I still have faith that he can pull through and make a strong case. Alliance, though, are already starting to set up with strong crowd control in the Gragas, and you have strong disruption, which is something that you're going to want when Divine Esports are already trying to make a strong diving composition, because Kaisa really wants to jump in along with the rest of the diving squad between Lee Sin, Galio, and the Riven. And now Alliance, the way that they're pivoting is super curious. Yo, are we going to get an auction here?
Yeah, I think what Alliance are trying to go for is a composition that where Divine dive into them, because if they recognize that Divine just want to jump on them, they get to play and they get to play with like the counter initiative. I don't know how that kind of works. It's like, you know, when Divine comes to you and then you fight back against them. I think that's what they're trying to go for. They have a lot of disengage, they have a lot of single target on demand crowd control, and that's where they're doing well in. We'll have to see if it's going to be the Akshan mid, a lot of the, you know, the Black Cleaver contact or something else. But it's interesting. Alliance are going for their staple composition with a slight twist.
Yeah, it seems like, you know, this team is indeed evolving with every series that they go into. We do know, of course, that Gamernism over here is cheering for Alliance. On the other side, we also have teams that definitely think that Divine Esports is going to take this one, given their performance in the play-ins and all the way leading up to this group stages. We definitely do expect to see them at the playoffs. Now it's just a matter of shuffling around the standings in the bracket, and this series is definitely going to play an important part in that. This is Alliance versus Divine Esports. Casters, over to you guys.
Thank you very much, Mika. Welcome everyone to Alliance versus Divine Esports. It's the first game, and Riku, you know what? I'm excited for this. We might expect something early from Jelson and Len, but this mid lane looks spicy as well with action now coming up.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of action plays here and there, maybe even during our local Wild Rift Icon Series playoffs. But unfortunately, it hasn't exactly produced successful results. So this could be maybe the recent patch changes, especially on Akshan, when it comes to synergizing a little bit more with those crit items. Perhaps we get to see a different face of Akshan this time around.
Yeah, and maybe a different side for Alliance going in for an Akshan mid lane. And I think previously for the play-ins, someone discussed about this onto Akshan versus Ari. I think Akshan can just jump in with some robes to target onto Ari. The charm is very difficult to hit because of how Akshan is playing very mobile. So I think that is something we could expect later on. But you know what? Talking about the mid lane, we need to also talk about the jungle, because these two teams play jungle mid laner. And when it comes to the synergy on how they play early game, and I think we're going to expect some early aggressions considering you have Jelson with the Vi and Len with the Lee Sin.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there 100%. I mean, Lee Sin and Ari are one of your best combos just because level 3 is incredibly strong. You have your charm into a full combo coming from Len, and we could see a potential gank. But of course, Ozora Veki has seen this coming. And as well as Jelson and Veki here over on the Vi and Akshan, there's a lot of single target damage and setup involved. You know, comeuppance, the boomerang as well is just very good just to make sure that everything lines up once you are able to set that up. And Jelson is definitely going to be, you know, there's a lot of pressure basically after that assault and battery to make everything follow through.
Definitely, this is really what we see from Alliance, specifically onto Jelson in their prior series, in their prior games. Jelson is leading the pack with the early aggression coming in from Alliance overall as a team. And when he has this Vi, he goes for the bot lane, try to set up a gank, try to set up a play to try and get that early lead. But we'll see if they can do it because Len is on top side. So that means only Hope 1 and Kwe can be able to maneuver in the Dragon lane. As now we're going to see it. Alliance jumps in.
No.
It's Jelson with the assault and battery. First blood for Alliance. Akshan follows through with a double kill. This is it, what Alliance has been doing.
Yeah, that's a beautiful dive coming from Alliance there. I remember we were talking about this off-cast and how will Alliance be able to match up the early aggression of Len, especially he is on this Lee Sin. where he'll be able to make moves around the map, especially try to visit topside to enable Tanex. Look at this. This could be the response at topside.
Yeah, but CWJ comes in with that response. They know and understand that Len is going for top side of the map because no response into the bot side. They're forced to back away.
Really good call there coming from Alliance. The start of Alliance is usually very solid. They're able to take advantage of the lull moments, the windows of when the Dragon or the Rift Herald or the Baron hasn't spawned yet, and they're really good at these heavy dives and their composition that just basically calls for it. Maybe no Galio, but it's fine, as Azora Vecchi is on this mobile champion that is able to just swing around and basically go rogue in some of these instances. And now though, Air Drake, or Cloud Drake rather, has now spawned, and let's see what the priority is going to be. I assume Alliance would love to have the Cloud Drake just to enable their roam potential.
It's an extra mobility for them, right? And Darius, who really is upgraded to the next level when it comes to mobility, if that is increased. But now, let's look at the bot lane, because Jelson is going for the aggression once again. That's a kill towards Alliance. Getting down onto Hope 1 and Kwe HP. Tries to run away under the turret, but Azor Vecchi just jumps in with a rope, gets that kill onto Hope 1.
Nicely done by Alliance there. Really good dive. They're able to funnel in more gold on their side, and this is a good start for them. 2k gold lead. And Rift Herald, while it's now being started by Divine, their aim is to unlock topside so Tanex can be more involved into these fights. But because Alliance, wait.
Whoa,
Coyote?
Almost getting the kill. CWJ, 1 HP. That's Hope 1 with a Void Seeker killing him. But Coyote into the flank here. Looks for Jelson. Readies up. The Vault Breaker. Now that's the flash. That's the charm. Getting that hit and gets the kill. Coyote, though, getting hit down by the minefield. That's a kill for Ziggs. Azor Vecchi still has another day to live, but Hope 1 flashes in. That's a kill for 1. Now Kwe tries to run away. It's a 2v1. SSK reaches him down. Guillotine puts him down. What a kill from Alliance. 1 for 1.
A really nice cancel there on the apprehend, so Quay doesn't join Hope 1 in that escape. So SSK getting that kill. Remember, he is on a Darius. There is a possibility that a Darius can spin out of control, and the fact that Raven is on this Ziggs. Again, we're seeing this combination, Darius plus Poke, Darius plus Ziggs, Darius plus Varus. We're seeing this sort of combination become very popular so far, especially during the group stages.
Yeah, return to the bot lane. It's Azor Vecchi 1v1 up against Hope 1. Void Seeker, the ultimate from Azor Vecchi. It will hit, it will connect. Will not erase him though. And now Alliance going for the flank. CWG with Raven going in. Explosive cast. That's gonna put down Hope 1. A kill for Ziggs. Alliance now pushing back through. But Azor Vecchi wants to go for more. Gets another kill for his team. But that will be the trade back. Queg gets it. And now Len into the backside, gets it done, but the Stolen Breaker actually puts him into a safe position, and Jelson will just go away, just going for the flashy quick movements.
Gotta love the aggression coming from Alliance, and we've talked about this before. This is them being full control whenever there is that big downtime. Oh no!
Oh, charm is massive. What a kick from Len. Follow up. CC chain is flawless, gets them another kill.
It seems pretty solid, but the deadly charm coming from Coyote was just the end of Jelson there, and Alliance should be careful about that. The Coyote versus Coyote Len duo here for the mid and jungle is just such a deadly combination. Meanwhile, topside.
Yeah, SSK gets a kill onto Hope 1, but Divine Esports with a 2-mag roll with quick responses burns down SSK with Ignite from Tanex.
Nicely done by SSK, just an attempt, but Tanex able to have that summoner spell lead. Gets the Ignite down. Look at this though, Alliance taking matters into their own hands. They want the mid lane tower.
But Tanex is here to defend. Knock up from Tanex. Explosive cast, gonna be massive.
What?
Puts down Tanex. Alliance getting another kill for their team. Not the turret though, but still, gold funneling into their team.
This is Alliance. Really, really impressive performance so far into the early game. Jelson, though, is going to be fine for now, but that's the thing. Alliance is able to fight toe-to-toe when it comes to the skirmishes and the dives on their tower against Divine Esports, who is, again, when we look at it on paper, this particular group is just so scary. You know, we've got EVOS, we've got SBTC, we've got Divine, and Alliance is able to sort of fight head-to-head, which, you know, Divine currently at the moment stands at second place, only 1 point below SBTC in the current standing. So this is looking to be very, very good for Alliance.
Definitely, like, maybe a bit of a high stakes here for Divine Esports, but when you're considering Alliance Esports, or Alliance rather, in this game in particular, even if they have 2 kill leads in this matchup, what I commend for Divine Esports is they still have that early gold lead up against Alliance, right? And I think this is their consistency showing up in this game. Look at that.
Consistency.
Jelson with a knock-up, assault and battery, hope one has another day to live. What? Divine Esports get that quick response, get that 2 kills out of the way, and now Alliance is going for a retreat. We have to go back. It's Divine Esports with huge counter engage.
This is exactly what we were talking about. When a dragon...
Ooh.
Okay, charmed though.
Zorveki forces flash, but in the wrong direction. Gets that kill though. Will make it for a 1-for-1. Wow.
Coyote is about to die, maybe. No, he's still alive. Yeah, but this is the thing, right? Alliance is so great in their skirmishes when there are no dragons. When they're able to... Oh, wait a moment. SSK is able to get a finish kill on towards Coyote. Very, very sneaky, by the way. And again, whenever there's a dragon, Alliance having a hard time.
Yeah. Very difficult situation for it. Divine Esports, though, now is struggling because of SSK going for the guillotine. Cakes one, and now he's just going away unscathed here. And Divine Esports is now struggling up against Alliance with their aggression still consistently being even when it comes to gold.
Yeah, 1k gold lead. But when it comes to window times of no objectives on the map, they're really good at diving and collapsing.
Yeah, the micro play for Coyote. You're just looking at it. The charm keeps on connecting. It's magnets. It's magnets, Rika. It's magnets. Metal to metal.
Yeah. Metal to metal, positive, negative. I think that works. I'm not a scientist, but I think I attended my basic science class to know.
F equals
That's
MA.
how it works.
Physics. We're putting formulas here in Wild Rift.
I don't think I can handle that though. That's all on you, Infinity. You got this.
SSK though into the mid lane is a different story here as Quay goes for the knockoff. SSK 1 HP. He falls down.
Killing spree.
Quay gets that kill. Divine Esports is playing here. They're going for quick mats. Get the kill on SSK. We're not gonna die.
A really good punish there coming from Quay. And that big taunt is going to be the bane of Alliance for sure. We'll see though. They do want the siege down. Divine cannot defend this one. I think the worrying trend about Divine Esports is that their composition may have a hard time trying to play from behind because wave clear wise, of course Alliance is going to win. We'll see though. Jelson's jungle getting invaded.
Yeah, and gets that red steel buff for Len. And Jelson will just lose so much damage out of that, but now Becky gets charmed up. Coyote gets that kill. Swift response from Divine.
Really nicely done. Coyote almost eliminated there. And Alliance, the time window may be ticking. Bot lane though.
Monex fighting 2v1 here. CWJ goes in response, but he knows, you know what, SSK can handle this. They get the kill down onto the mid laner for Alliance.
It's gonna be very dangerous though. Len, you are low.
He's
Oh my
playing with
word.
death here. He jumps in onto that satchel charge, almost gets hit, almost gets killed, but at the end of the day, you know what? It doesn't matter. If we don't get killed, it's still gonna be much more valuable to us getting the tier 1 third mid lane.
Yeah, especially if you don't have to consume a flash as well to escape, you're pretty much fine. The fact that Zonia's Hourglass, Guardian Angel is pretty much intact is still a win. This is Len basically stating, I'm gonna keep diving in. I'm not gonna be afraid to do that. I'll play more aggressively because I have 2 air quote lifelines on my inventory and I'll be fine.
Yeah. He's going for, I don't know, resurrection Lee Sin resurrection here. So he's able to have that pressure up against Alliance, and this is what we constantly see on build-up onto Lee Sin. The Humus Blade and the GA, because this allows you, especially when it comes to early game, to get that early punish, to go for that setups, especially that Dragon Rage, gonna be very important for Divine Esports to set up game.
Yeah, we'll see if they're able to set up kills because Infernal Drake has now spawned. Again, Divine has this strong pick comp as well with Coyote.
Ooh, look at that. It's Justin
4v5?
once again.
Flash.
Flash though will save Coyote's life with a Spirit Rush to follow up. Ignite will burn Jelson down into half HP. Look at Len going in with a kick down, and Alliance is struggling.
Wow.
They're pinned down. Divine Esports gets 3 kills, and now Jelson and Azarveki, the only one left for Alliance.
Yeah, this is definitely not going to be enough. No flash for Jelson, no assault and battery. Everyone from Divine is pretty much alive. Half HP on the Baron. We'll see what they do.
Now Azarveki with the ultimate tries to get the pick
Taunt.
done, but Hue with the knockup gets a kill onto Jelson. Divine Esports gets the Baron Nashor.
They secure the Baron, and they will even secure the Infernal because 30 seconds of that death timer, no jungler for Alliance. This is starting to be Divine, having that big full control. As we take a look at that again, Alliance, they invested so much to kill Coyote, and the sad part is, Coyote didn't even die. He was able to survive with Flash and Spirit Rush defensively, and the collapse coming from Divine is just so much easier to execute. There's just so many gap closers on the side of this composition. Killer Instinct, Safeguard, Sonic Wave, and as well as the many, many dashes of Tonics here on that Riven, which is very, very difficult for Alliance because, yes, CWJ has that disengage, but most of the time, CWJ is using the cask to engage and misposition players from Divine.
Yeah. And if they actually just punish and not get killed with Flash and Spirit Rush wasted for Coyote, I think that would have been so much value for them. But the thing here is Divine Esports got that 3 kills, then the Baron Nashor, which really just changes things up for Alliance in this game. They gave a lot of gold for Divine Esports and a lot of kills. But the Jelson actually gets hold in battery onto Len. Len forces out the Stacy's enchant. Explosive cast goes for the disengage, but will not do so as they take care to turret. Now Coyote into the backside with a flank. Gets that charm down, but gets killed instead. 1 for 1. And now it's Hope 1. Go for the Killer Instinct. Tries to get up 1. It's a 2 for 1. 3 for 1. Alliance loses their jungler, mid laner, and their support. And now Len continues to pull through. It's another kill for their team. SSK, the only one alive. Not going to be able to get that trade as they lose their inhibitor turret.
This could be a chance.
Yeah, SSK upper hand under 3-man, not gonna get that kill. And Divine Esports punching onto the Nexus base. No defense for SSK, and Divine gets the first game of the series.
The way the low health